Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Claudia. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're one of my regular viewers, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate all of you. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a comparison review of the Gucci Ophidia small top handle bag versus the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25. So you know what, when I had initially purchased the Speedy 25, and I've loved it. I really do love this bag. It's one of my favorite bags as well. And I wanted a bag that had a very similar shape, but I didn't want to buy another Louis Vuitton bag. So I decided to go with the Gucci, the small Ophidia top handle bag. So I wanted to do a video today just to give you the top 10 differences of these bags. And hopefully if you're someone who is buying one or both, at least you'll have some of that knowledge. So I'll go ahead and just start. So one of the major differences that I see with the Speedy 25, as you can see, is taller. It's taller and it's also wider. So I will show you that from the side. You can see that there's a pretty significant difference there. The interesting thing is that these bags, when I looked up the specs online, it's interesting. The Gucci bag is 10.4 by 6.8 by 5.5. And the Louis Vuitton is 9.8 by 7.5 by 5.9. So, I mean, they're similar in size, but when you're looking at them, they're definitely, as you can see, the Louis Vuitton is bigger. Number two, the Gucci zipper zips halfway down. So I'm going to show you that. You can see here, you can see how the zipper actually zips halfway down the bag, which I think is kind of nice. So it gives you that open, easier access to get into your bag. You can easily get in here. Now looking at the Speedy zipper is just across, straight across. So you can see it's a lot more narrow to get into the bag versus the Gucci. Look at that. So I think that's a big, big difference. So I wanted to share that with you. The Gucci strap is thinner than the Louis Vuitton strap. Not by a lot, but definitely a little bit. So I do want to show you that. You can see them there. The Gucci is thinner. What else? The Gucci straps are placed diagonally. So you can see that. They're like placed diagonally on the bag. So you have one here and then you have one here on the opposite side of the bag versus the Speedy is just straight across. So the Louis Vuitton has it just straight across, which I do think that when you have the strap straight across this way, it does feel like it gives you a little bit more stability. I feel like the Gucci bag can be a little floppy because it's, you know, diagonal that way. So I just want to put that out there for you guys. The other thing, when you look at both of these bags, the Speedy 25, the Louis Vuitton, has more of a slouchy look. You can see how there's like that slouchy. If you look from the side, it still has like a slouchy look. So, you know, obviously there are a lot of people putting organizers in these bags, so you can do that as well. But it does have more of a slouchy look versus the Gucci is very firm. You're not going to get any slouch with this bag. So that I think is a big thing. If you're someone who wants more of a slouchy bag, I'd say go with the Speedy 25 versus the Ophidia small top handle bag, because you are going to get more of a firm, structured bag. What else? These Gucci, the handles on the bags, you can see that the Gucci handle has more of a wider opening than the actual Speedy, the Louis Vuitton. So from here to here is a little bit wider, just a tiny bit. But I do think that that's a difference. So I wanted to mention that. The inside of the bag, the Speedy 25 has a really small pocket. It's tiny, tiny. I want to show you just for perspective how small this little pocket is. I mean, here I have a fob, a key fob, literally just a key fob, a low keychain, and it barely fits in there. Look at that, right? So it's a really, really small pocket. Now, the Gucci pocket, the inside pocket, is fairly large. I can throw this key in here and look. There's still a lot more room. So you're going to find that the Ophidia bag is the pocket inside is much larger. So I think that's a big thing as well for some of us. The other thing is when it comes to, I know we're kind of moving really quickly here. So we're already on number 7 or 8 actually. But the inside of this bag is light. Right? So the Gucci, you know, the one thing about Gucci is that they always have this really light fabric material, which is nice, but in my opinion, I think it get easily get dirty. I mean, I do spray everything with Apple Guard, which I have in my description a link to Apple Guard, but I do spray the heck out of all my bags, especially the Gucci bags, because it's such a light lining. You know, when you look at the Speedy, it does have the darker red, which I think is much nicer for, you know, for stain resistant and things like that. I feel like if it does get dirty, you're not going to notice it as much as you would with the cream. But, and of course, this bag comes in other colors, so you can get the inside that's pink and things like that. But I do think that that's a nice feature that Louis Vuitton does have different inside liner colors, which I think is cool. As far as, I do want to show you guys what fits inside the actual bag, because I do think that that's important stuff. I want to be able to grab some stuff and show you guys what fits in both of them. Just as a heads up, you're going to find that the Louis Vuitton does fit a little bit more, and I think it's because it's taller, but I'm going to show you guys so you guys can make up your mind. So that's really what I have with that. The only last thing that I have is the shoulder straps. The way they sit on you, you're going to see, because I'm going to do a quick mod shot for you as well. The shoulder straps sit a little bit differently. Like, I'd say that the Gucci strap length sits higher. So it's a little bit shorter is what you're going to find. But I'll do a mod shot at the end so you can see that. But I think for now, I'm going to just really quickly put a bunch of stuff in both of these so that you can see what fits inside. And if you're trying to make your mind up which one's better for you, I'll just throw a bunch of stuff in here and then you can make up your mind. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the Speedy 25. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of stuff that I have here for you. So I have my Toiletry 15, which is super packed, as you can see. It's super cool. I have my Gucci card holder. I have a sunglass or eyeglass case. My Recto Verso card holder, which you all know I love this. The Emily wallet, full-size wallet, I'm throwing that in there. I have a checkbook, throwing that in there. I have my large, what is this, the 13 Pro Max Plus, whatever, the big phone. I'm throwing that in there. I guess I could throw my key in there because you all know it fits right in that little pocket. And I'm not sure what else I would throw in here, but you can see this is what the bag looks like. It still has a lot of room. I can still put a lot more in it. So I'm going to try to put the same exact stuff in the Gucci so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the Toiletry 15, the Emily wallet, eyeglass case, the card holder Recto Verso from Louis Vuitton, my checkbook, a really full card holder from Gucci, my key fob, which I'm going to also put in the pocket, and my phone. And you can see it's much fuller here. So it does look, I think, significantly different. I will say the one cool thing is that they both can fit quite a bit. Just to repeat all this, I put checkbook, Emily full-size wallet, a really full Toiletry 15, the large iPhone, a Recto Verso card holder, the eyeglass case, and the Gucci card holder, and my key fob, and it all fit in here. So, and it's not, I wouldn't even say it's too full. I mean, in my opinion, I think it fits really nicely. So they're both really nice bags. And like I mentioned earlier, I love how this bag, the zipper goes halfway down the side of the bag because it is so much easier to get in and out your bag. That's one of the, I guess, cons of this bag. You can fill it up, but you can't really do that. So you are going to be digging in here. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to just do some really quick mod shots and we will be done. Okay, so I just want to show you really quick what I was mentioning earlier. You could see that the Speedy, I have both of them at the shortest actual hole, and the Speedy strap is still a little bit longer versus the Gucci. Not by a lot. I mean, it's a very subtle difference, but I did want to show you that. And you can see how much smaller the Gucci looks versus the Speedy, the Louis Vuitton. But see, this is what I like about the Speedy 25 is how slouchy. I mean, I do have an organizer that I oftentimes put in here just to protect the inside liner. And I will say I do prefer this bag more like slouchy like this, where you can just throw a bunch of stuff in it and has more of that slouchy look. Maybe not that slouchy, but but you get what I mean. But you can see how it's a little bit just a little bit longer at the shortest length. So there you go. And I will show you again what they look like side by side so you can get a really good view. But they're both very, very nice bags. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I hope to see you again.